So welcome to episode 4.
Damn.
Bella Uncensored. We're going to do something a little different today. We do not have a preset topic. We're going to put some ideas in a bowl once these ladies get a free hand to start writing on the pieces of paper in front of them. You can write 2 or 3 topic ideas. We're going to put in the bowl. We're going to shake it up a little bit, and we're going to figure out what we're talking about. While you're writing, we could talk a little bit about our weeks. I know Miss Lou probably want to talk about Steve Harvey because, you know, that's her homeboy in her head.
That's cute. That's cute. No, we got big other issues.
I don't know, Tia. And then your girl, Young Miami, was threatening to beat up Jocelyn and Hazel E yesterday. Did you see that?
Yeah, because they trying to play her. Like, her song ain't got the bop. Like, they just mad.
Mm-hmm.
They real mad. They salty.
Let's see. Oprah came to Newark and gave $500,000 to West Side High, even though I'm not a big Oprah fan right now.
Wait, dag. I heard it was like over $1 million. See, that's how rumors get started.
She may have given money for other things.
I heard she had passed out money too. Like, so she gave the school $500,000,
and then she gave
$500,000.
Each attendee X amount of dollars.
Yeah, so it probably had added up to about that. I want to be Oprah rich.
Well, how are we gonna get you Oprah rich? And why are you not writing, huh?
Oh, yeah. We writing and talking.
Writing and talking, multitasking at its finest. Come on, we are incredible, phenomenal women. That is what we do.
And we are writing
a topic that you would like us to talk about. We're gonna put it in the bowl, shake it up, and then we're gonna pick a few, talk about them today. And every last episode of the month will be Wild Out Wednesday, Freestyle Friday, whichever you want to call it, because we record on Wednesdays, but it's uploaded by Friday. Shout out to Newark FM for teaching us some things we did not know about getting the podcast up and going. And now we are on episode 4, and Miss Lulu is still not writing.
Because I already know, you know.
But we're not going to know unless you write it, Lou. I'm trying to work on my sexy radio voice like you be having. Pull the top off. Pull it off. Pull it off, Lou. Pull it off, Lou.
The top on the Maybach. I ain't gonna stop.
Bahid, you want me put anything in the bowl, Bahid? Okay. You got a pen over there. There's a little piece of paper. Rip it up.
I'm ready to pray.
Get some male perspective around here since we fired Lamont. Yep. Can't nobody talk about their week while they writing.
I can talk about my week.
I can't wait to hear about Ms. Lou. So just so you know, she told me she's gonna be late on Monday. I said, okay, I'll go in. She never showed up.
I said, I'm trying not to be, I'm gonna be late, I'm trying not to call out.
Right, so I was like, I'll go in. She's like, all right, I'm not gonna miss the day, I'll just be late.
How many?
You could do 2 or 3.
No, I said I would give you an update in an hour.
That was like 5:55 when I got the update, Lou.
Okay, that day.
Then I got people texting me talking about something, why you not coming out? I was like, cause I'm the irritating receptionist today.
Where you was going?
43rd.
Why you said it didn't go?
Cause I had met my quota of human interactions for the day. Yeah, me and my introvert self had to take my ass home. Power down and reset. No, that's a big one, Lou. Ooh, did you write the one you said about the other day?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, because if you didn't, I'm gonna write it.
Don't copy me.
So
brilliant.
So then you telling me
way
you
more
wrote
brilliant.
it?
Wait, I'm gonna write 3. I'm gonna write 3.
Right, so is that included?
I think so.
So were you writing it before I said something?
Okay. That was probably the first one because it was easy.
Right.
That's why I was.
Did you put yours in?
I put 2 in.
Okay, Bahid, what you got? Nothing, Bahid. Oh my God.
Wait.
Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. If anybody's wondering, Lamont is not here. He is absolutely not here for episode 4. You will not get his very staunch, very strong male opinion today. Alright, we're gonna shake it up a little bit. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Alright, who wants to pick first?
Freestyle Wednesday.
Wild Out Wednesday.
Wild
Freestyle
Style.
Friday.
Freestyle Friday.
Order.
Wild Out Wednesday. Wild Out out Wednesday. Thanks for correcting me.
All right.
All right.
Who wants
I'll
to
pick
pick first?
me.
All right. You pick first, and
All right.
we talk about that topic
All right.
for 10 minutes.
I'm so excited. Oh my God.
I'm a little scared.
Me too. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I should have picked that one. That fell out.
Good. Gunga monkey.
Oh, God.
Oh God, what's wrong with
When is it okay to tell a lie? When is it okay to tell a lie?
I feel like it's okay. I don't know okay, so I feel like it's only okay to tell a lie if it's, well, I don't want to say a lie because
It said lie.
I know, but it's just like,
No. You
I don't
cannot
feel like,
remix
okay,
and recreate
okay.
it. It said lie.
So I don't feel like it's ever okay to tell a lie. I feel like it's okay not to tell the whole truth, but
Which is a lie. Let's be clear.
Yeah, withholding
withholding information is a lie.
Yes.
well, then call me a liar because I don't tell everybody the whole entire truth. Like if somebody asks
But when
me a
is
question,
it okay? When is it okay? Like
To
give
tell
an
a whole-
example.
So
When
for
is
me,
it
it's okay in life or death situations. So like, if your man is looking for you and you don't want to see him, I ain't seen you. I don't know where you're at. I ain't heard from you in 3 hours. I'm lying like a motherfucker and looking right in your face.
Right.
There's no issue. I'm not blinking. Now
yeah.
I don't like lying, but unfortunately, I have learned that I am a good liar.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it's necessary. When
Yes.
it's necessary.
I don't like lying. I try not to lie. If I do lie, I absolutely confess my sin to someone to let them know that I have not told the truth, but I don't like it.
Right.
You could be like, Lisa, oh my God, did you see how blue the sky was today? That shit was yellow. Yeah, so I don't ever think it's good, but unfortunately it does happen.
Yeah, it definitely happens. I feel that sometimes, like the situations I've been in, as a young nail tech and as an older one, like, sometimes I get information that I don't want to have. Sometimes I get information and I've been confronted. I've been asked the hard questions. I remember completely lying for a friend of mine because she was like, Lulu, I'm not claiming that penis. I don't care. I'm not claiming it. And I got confronted because it really hurt someone's like feelings deeply. Because they knew I was lying. It was like, Lulu, why did you not? And I was like, I couldn't do it to her. It wasn't even about me. Like, I can't, and I'll go to God. Me and God will talk about it, you know, because I don't think it's good to lie. And I hate when people say, I never lie, which I think that is never ever true, that people never lie. We just pick and choose what we lie for. And especially, definitely am not trying to break up families, not by my word anyway.
And there are definitely degrees to lying.
It's definitely
There's
degrees,
still-
but
it's still
I
a lie.
say a lie's a lie. I still stick with a lie's a lie, but it's definitely
There are degrees to lying.
I always say, I always say, Lisa, I pick and choose when I lie. And I always would tell people, this ain't it, y'all. I'm telling you the ugly truth. You're not going to like me. I don't care. But this ain't the time for me to pick that time to lie.
Yeah, lying is hard. Tia, we're going to need you to be present
Right.
and not in your phone.
But
Cause
see,
you
that's
could-
that youth with the
Right,
F.
it's all right.
Youth with the F.
We're going to get some new rules going together
Right.
with this youth with the F.
Yo,
Oh, we got an entry from Bobby.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Okay, we got an entry from Bobby. Hey, what you got?
does body count matter?
Ooh, who answering first?
No.
Body count does not matter. Now, let me ask you, did you say no? Okay, which I totally, but if your ass, you're in the honeymoon stage, you just met boo, y'all like, hey boo, hey, y'all already did it. Y'all already did it, but now the question comes up, do you answer the question of the body count?
People still ask that?
What?
But that's when that question is it okay to lie come into play? that's
Yo, wait, I'm no good. Yo, listen, like, yeah, Yeah, yeah. So that's
So unfortunately, I feel like it's a double standard.
it is absolutely.
I feel like women are still frowned upon if they have the same amount of sexual encounters or sexual partners as men. I absolutely will never understand it. I get it. It's societal norms. I don't like it. I don't necessarily think body count matters, but at the same time, I feel like most people don't want to be with someone that's been with everyone. So
Right.
if you've got a large body count, just don't let it be your neighbor or people that you're going to constantly be around in the same circles, because if someone starts talking about you, and unfortunately people do, your secrets and you cannot be writing new stuff now.
Right.
You said right and talk.
Your moment has passed. Your moment has passed. But go
So
ahead.
I think it's hard. I feel like, everyone should have the right to do what they want and how they want, and you can make bad decisions, but unfortunately the way society looks at us, we're whores or sluts or skanks much quicker than guys who fuck the same amount of women. And it's unfair, but as much as I want to say it doesn't matter, it still matters to a lot of people. But I do believe that nobody wants to be with someone who's been with everyone. So if you're going to have a high body count, just bury your bones somewhere.
You know what? I think back in the day, I would have totally agreed with this. I think back in the day, that would have been my answer to what you said. But I think that it's frowned upon slightly, but it's still a go now. I don't think it matters anymore.
Why do you think it's still a go?
I think because when I look at I've been practicing it for a while. Why
is it still a go?
I feel like that if whores and prostitutes can find a husband, find love, not just a husband, find love, and they know what they do, and they do that for a living. So I go and I file nails from 11 to, let's say 11 to 6, 11 to 7, okay? And she's screwing from 11 to 7. She gotta make her money too. There's somebody that she goes home to, they accept all the screwing that she do and still do everything for her.
Now that's a special kind of man.
And there's a lot of them.
That's a special
and there's
kind
a
of
lot
man.
of them. Men talk more shit and then will wife that chick, and you won't even know nothing about
See,
her.
that's the difference. So are they admitting to it? Is it a secret?
It doesn't matter, because you still wifing her, you still loving on her. So you can verbally say she's a whore, she's this and she's that, but these men are still wifing whores. Whores, I will say it, in 2019, whores are winning. They are winning, and you don't have to cover up now. I don't have to say, well, if I didn't, I mean, there's some guys that might like, but mostly I feel like what we see in society now, I think everything's a go. Like, I think only times it matters, let me just say this though, Lisa, because I am from a small town.
Tell me, Lulu.
I like the sexy. Keep working on it.
Oh my God.
Wait. Can you do the sexy the whole time, Lisa? Let's do that. Let's be sexy the whole time.
I keep myself in warm voice.
Yeah. Keep it soft.
Everybody can't have that soft and warm shit.
I love it. But in a small town, it is horrible. Celebs get to be whores. Celebs can be like that. But in a small town, it is hurtful. People do commit suicide because of rumors and things that's said about them. So I don't want to throw that under. So in small towns, it definitely can make a difference. But I still feel that she finds love, and there might be a guy that talk mess about her, but he's probably somebody who parked already.
Yeah, I just feel like that whole shitting where you sleep and stuff like that is still true. So TT, you're a solid no, it don't matter.
Okay, so I don't think it doesn't matter, because it does. I think it all depends on okay, so like you said, you can't be out here screwing everybody. So if I have to ask you what's your body count, I kind of don't want to be with you, because if I need to ask you that. Well, I won't talk to somebody if I know that they talk to this person and this person and this person and this person. But I'm also not asking somebody what's their body count because I don't want them to ask me what's mine. I think that's very irrelevant.
Because that's when you start to lie.
I don't say I start to lie, but
What would
it's
you
just,
say?
what do you want to know for? Like, why does it
How
matter?
many people you screwed?
Yeah,
I want
but
to know how many people you've given the cookie to.
but it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. Just
Why not?
because
I'm about to go swimming in your pool. I want to know who's been swimming there before me.
but as long as there's nobody that you know, it shouldn't matter.
So that's what makes the difference if I know the other swimmer.
Yeah, you know the guppies that was swimming. Everybody else doesn't matter.
Got it. So I guess it was more so a no as far as body count.
Yeah, no, doesn't matter.
I'm a little scared. Can't you be discreet like Miss Lulu? Lesson, learn, watch. You see how she's drinking her soda?
And put your drink on, so when you're in studios and stuff, like,
I should know that because I used to talk to a DJ,
yeah,
right?
yeah, we don't want to know.
Is experiencing being in love important?
Yes.
I say yes. I love, but being in love is fucking amazing. I feel like everybody should experience being in love. Not just loving someone, but being in love.
I don't know if I was in love before.
Are you talking mutual love or just you?
You know, that's a great question.
Yeah.
So, what happens if I'm in love with you, but you're not in love with me?
Because I don't feel like when it's unbalanced like that, I don't feel like it's that big rain, that big burst. You know, that butterfly. I feel like because I think I know the love you're talking about, which is not often. For me, it's far in, you know, to me that kind of love, it doesn't happen for me often.
Why
Like
don't you think it happens for you?
I feel that the older,
The question is experiencing being in love important?
Okay.
Yeah, because I think being in love to give people.
Well, let's talk about that. So we might start to love each other at different times.
I agree.
So what happens if I am in love with you before you're in love with me?
And sometimes I think that's okay too. Like I think that long as the person is still into you and they want to arrive, this is super important, and they want to arrive there too. I feel like we get into a lot of relationships and everyone don't know what is, you know, what's the agenda. Every relationship has an agenda.
So, okay, so but before we get in a relationship, we either are kicking it, we're dating, we're not exclusive.
Right.
So even these days, how do you get from just kicking it to dating to exclusive to even being open enough or vulnerable enough to be in love?
Question. Somebody wants to go live to answer the question with me.
Go ahead, that's your
Okay.
life.
All right, great. Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta share it with us because we can't see it.
I know. I'm waiting for him to answer.
Him.
Is it him?
Mm.
His name is Killer.
Ooh, we got a little male perspective today.
I'm already
Just the
interested
ladies.
with a name Killer. I'm already interested.
My
Killing
college boyfriend's name was Killer.
Oh, fancy. Oh, it says he's on 8% joy. I don't think he has Wi-Fi.
So Tia,
Yes.
is experiencing being in love important?
So I think yes, it is. I don't know if I was ever in love. Maybe I was. Maybe. I don't know. Cause what does being in love with somebody feel like?
Oh, euphoria. Simple, sweet euphoria. Talking clit tingling, butterflies flapping, stomach flip flopping, all that.
Or
I'm sorry. That was my bad. That was my answer. Lou, what's your answer?
I mean, I think you just gave the definition of the upside. That definitely being in
There's
love.
a downside to being in love?
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
I think because you have to choose. You know, when you're in love, you don't want to separate. You don't want to work. To me, like you just want to be into each other. You want that feeling to last, but you know, real life has to take place.
I,
What do you
I think that
you
people
don't
start
wanna
getting
work?
crazy.
What? Crazy.
Yeah, like, okay.
Okay, so clearly we're talking about a different kind of love that I'm aware of. Because, I mean, I've been in love. I'm still taking my ass to work. I'm still putting work into the
Then his
relationship.
penis wasn't good then.
Yeah, because being in love, I mean, like, because it could be scary. Because I know, like, I feel like I had an experience, but I think I was in love with me and somebody was in love with each other. But it used to be times when, like, I used to could be just walking out my house, they're popping up from behind a tree.
That
or
sounds like
something
some
that.
stalker-ish.
Like, it wasn't like him being a stalker because we was together, but it was just like, what are you, weirdo?
So,
Like, what are you
Well,
doing?
then why did you think he was a weirdo?
Not a weird, I'm just calling him a weirdo in the moment. I
Okay.
thought it was cute, you know, like, okay, but it's just like, still, like, so why are you behind the tree right now? Like,
Girl, ow.
but I'm just walking
I'm
outside.
proud of you.
I'm walking outside, and, you know, I'm about to, like, get into, like, you know, my festivities with my friends, like, you know, whatever. And me and him was, like, going through, like, a little argument or whatever. And I'm just like, you know what, I'll talk to you later. But we wasn't talking to each other, like, for, like, 30 minutes. And I go outside. I was about to get in the car, and he, like, just popped up from behind the tree. And he's, like, dark-skinned. So it was dark outside. He, like, he was about to get in that car. And I'm like, no. I wasn't.
Dad, that happened to me with my first boyfriend. But I broke up with him.
You
because
broke up with him?
Scared. Yo, I felt like he came out the ground. I was like, where you coming from?
Yeah,
like,
that definitely sounds a little stalker-ish.
Right.
Is that healthy?
That's what I'm saying.
so
Like,
aggressive.
is being in love really that serious if somebody is really going to be acting like that?
So I definitely feel like being in love, definitely there's a thin line. And people, when they don't get the love reciprocated, or when, you know, there are challenges to receiving the kind of love they want, I feel like they absolutely do crazy shit.
I don't know if I was ever crazy. I think I was ever crazy over somebody. What's crazy?
Popping up behind the tree in the middle of the night?
So what was the craziest thing y'all ever did?
Girl, we need a different episode for that. Just, yeah.
Under what circumstances? Like,
I was out of control in college. Out of control. Wouldn't change a thing. Wouldn't change a thing. But I was out of control. I was not a good person in college. I was not.
Yo, in the head bow. And I won't talk about it. I'm not reliving it. No, but I just want to apologize to everyone that got hurt on the sidelines. I
am a work in
understand.
progress.
Oh no, we fell down.
So, for me, because my mom put me out when I was 13, I had commitment issues. So I was a walking problem. I didn't even want to be anyone's girlfriend. I didn't want that title. And I feel like my first time in college when I was in a long-term relationship, I feel like I loved with my head, not my heart, which was very safe for me. But I still, you know, wanted what I wanted, how I wanted it. And, you know, that could be a problem sometimes. And my love language then was still time and attention. That could be a problem. Yeah. So even when you're dating, right, and you're not in a relationship, how many people is it okay to date at one time?
I think,
At one time?
I think
Yeah.
dating is dating. I think dating is, because dating, okay, let's define dating. Dating doesn't mean sexual, correct? Yes or no?
Well, I mean, you might be having sex while you're dating. We're not in a relationship. We're not
So,
exclusive.
okay, so you can have multiple partners while you're dating, right?
So how many people is it okay for you to date at one time?
As many as you want.
Right. I could say it depends on how much, how many resumes that you are capable.
I said I wanted to start dating, but when people be like,
You need to clean up your Instagram if you're gonna start dating Dirty Diana.
I don't need to
I
clean
love
up
her
my
Instagram. Nah, leave her
I don't
alone,
need to clean up my
Lisa.
Instagram.
Keep it going.
So is she gonna find the man that she wants being Dirty Diana on Instagram?
Well, let me say
what
this.
does my Instagram say? Because you sound like these guys that be saying it to me too. I be like, listen.
So maybe I have a point.
So what does that mean? No, I'm sorry.
No. I'm okay with this.
What do the guys say?
So like, okay.
They think something different
They
about
feel
you,
like she
about what
needs
you
love.
post.
They feel like she needs the love. She's
So
too
people
beautiful to be
really
doing all
think
this,
that
saying all
what
this.
people post is
It's,
like.
it's that serious. I don't feel like it's that serious. When I post, I can be like, most of the time I'm just playing around, and that's why.
That's what I thought too. I think you so much fun. I think your Instagram is so
Thank
much
you.
fun.
Oh,
Most of the
no,
time,
I
play
do
around
too.
with
I'm
my
just saying,
Instagram.
Oh my God, that last one with the one with you with the bun. No, I'm joking.
Which one y'all talking about?
The
You
bun, the
don't
lady
be
with
like-
the bun.
don't be like her.
Don't be like her. You sick.
That was dirty.
Yeah.
That was dirty. And I blame you.
Wait,
And
can we
blame
talk
you.
about that?
I
Wait, can we
blame
bring?
you.
We need to bring the audience in. Okay.
I blame you.
Can we bring? We need to bring out because we need you to know Bahid.
Bahid.
We need you to
Listen
know
to
what
this
happened.
inappropriate shit.
All right, because I'm inappropriate. You know, that's why we're here, because we're inappropriate at Bella. That's why Bella Uncensored is our podcast now, because we are, I am unprofessional. So what happened was, you know, on Facebook, guys, you know, it depends on who you, Facebook and Instagram, you know, what cliques or what groups you belong to. So if you belong in certain cliques, you can get into like some porn, you can get naked videos. It depends on if you don't have a snitch in your clique or whatever. So this person, you know, had a video of this girl.
When you say
giving,
click, are you talking about groups?
like groups, absolutely, groups. I'm sorry, let me Facebook lingo.
Let's use the right
Facebook
verbiage.
lingo,
Thank you.
yes, the groups. So, you know, I get a video on my page, and this woman, and she's, you know, giving like the ultimate, you know, blowjob. Like she's.
I'm glad you thought it was ultimate, because when I first saw it, I was confused.
It looked like she was eating the shrimp.
Whatever. She had it all the way down her throat. That's the key.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the
so,
key.
how much
You can ask the
was
dude.
it? How much was it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I mean-
Some women don't even do it. Okay, so
It was like-
whatever
Got
she's
it,
working. We're
got
not
it.
haters. That's
Honestly, but
that
you
wasn't
can tell
my
from the
point.
picture, it was kind of like pinky size.
That's
No,
not my
I like
point.
it.
That's not my
Belly
point.
button.
That's not my point. That's
You can't say
not,
that.
guys.
Like, she's talking
She
about
playing
belly.
Wait, y'all stop, cause I don't want anyone to get distracted from the point. So, guys, all right. So
Bring
I
us in,
wasn't looking at the
bring us
penis,
in,
guys.
Lou.
What made me take a picture, screenshot, cause I had to screenshot the video. The person who was receiving had looked like they had nails on. So anytime I'm sick. Anytime I watch porn or anything, I'm looking at nails. I'm at work. I'm looking at makeup. I'm looking. It depends, but I'm looking. And I'm like, nails. But then, guys, when I screenshot the person from the side had a bun. They were light skinned. I was like, yo,
She
look like Lisa.
right?
I was like, yeah, this woman looks like Lisa. So wait, y'all, I sent the screenshot. You know, you can airdrop. So I airdrop. We are at Bella Nail Lounge, y'all. So I airdropped the picture to everybody. I airdropped it to Lisa, to Michelle, to everyone, Tia, and you know, Tia turns the damn picture into a meme, y'all. And when I tell you the laugh, when I tell you, I know my neighbors was like, "Bitch, it ain't that funny." It's not that funny because it was
Can we
so
just-
funny to me.
Why in the world was your first thought?
She looked like you. She had a square. Lisa had a square head. Okay, Lisa has a square head.
My head is not
She,
square.
it is. You have a like
You
a
don't have a
square,
square head.
but it's
My
like
head's
a,
not
but not a
square.
bad
It's
square.
like an
You're
oval.
pretty. You think it's an oval?
It's like an oval.
You think?
Where you get the square?
I don't see nothing.
I think. Okay, so here.
It's cool. So she
here.
got a square head. I got a square
And
head.
an amazing bun. She had a bun.
She
Okay.
had fucked up edges.
She had a
Her
bun.
edges was trash.
I didn't. What? Because she was giving head, y'all. Come on,
Wait a
you was
minute,
grabbing
wait a
her.
minute. That's not even a cute bun.
Shut up,
No.
y'all. Come on.
That
when-
type was mad nappy. You
What?
can't say
Yeah,
her.
he's-
Her hair,
yo,
she didn't have
She
no
might have been
edges.
getting bed action. Come on, your edges don't lay down.
She was
Unless
sweating in that
you laying
room.
your head up, y'all. Please don't tell me.
We need to look at this picture again.
I need somebody not take a picture
I
of me
know why
looking
you
like
said.
that if that's what I'm doing. I don't need my edges and my personal stuff out there looking like that, like at all.
So you want to look like the professional porn star?
Yeah.
Okay, the ones that the lipstick don't go
I prefer
anywhere.
a video over a screenshot.
Yeah, I want a video.
Oh, but you did do a video. You took a screenshot of the video.
It was a video.
It was a video?
I
Right.
screenshot. That's why y'all got to see all of that. You
So
know.
why didn't you take more screenshots then?
That was enough for me.
Why you
Because
just didn't
it was
record
the
the
nails.
video?
So we need more.
wait,
If
no.
you're gonna share it, clearly we need
It was
more.
the nails. The reason why I took it, I didn't take it because she was giving it. It was I saw the person with nails. I was like, ew, is this a guy girl? So I was like, maybe that's a girl who grew a penis that got plumbed because it was short. Remember y'all?
We saw
But the person
nuts.
had nails.
They
Okay,
did
I'm
have
sorry, I am shaking the bowl. I'm officially shaking the bowl.
Yeah,
Where's the button? The
The boo right here. She's
something.
usually the boo. She is usually
No,
the boo.
I'm not booing. It's my turn.
Yes.
You want
But he doesn't have a mic over there.
Okay. Oh, something jumped out. I'm gonna get what fell out. Ooh. Polygamy or monogamy?
I don't know none of her thing.
Oh, that's okay. We're here to educate. Lisa, stop. We're here to educate. So, polygamy or monogamy? Monogamy is a regular marriage, okay? That's bread and butter, dun, 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 you know, dun, that's regular marriage. This here, babe, is what we're witnessing now. When having multiple wives, having a man that have multiple women, or a woman, because there's a woman, y'all, there's a woman out here that have multiple husbands, excuse me. So a woman can have multiple husbands or
Well,
a
not
man.
legally.
Well, not here in our country. There are countries that, you know.
So let's keep it on the U.S. soil.
Okay, so we keep it on the U.S. soil.
So polygamy is illegal,
Is
but it is practiced by a lot of people. And
Mhm.
everyone's not as open about it. Everyone doesn't gravitate towards it the same or are okay with it because, you know, a lot of people have problems with sharing and who comes first and stuff like that. So there are some guys that have two girlfriends. There are some girls that have a boyfriend and a girlfriend. I watched SWAT with Shamar Moore, and Chris on SWAT has joined a man and a woman in a throuple. They're not they're not a couple. They're a throuple.
What's that? What's a throuple?
So it's three of them, and allegedly they have equal roles and responsibilities in the relationship, which is kind of hard to understand because the guy and the girl were together first. They both have separate relationships with Chris and a relationship with her. I'm sorry, Chris is a girl, and they're actually engaged. So it should be interesting how it plays out. But yeah, they're in a throuple. So I don't think everybody can mentally or physically handle polygamy. I feel like men want it more than women.
I think they just want it for sexual reasons, but to financially and mentally have to. Because let me just say this. I was watching a show, one of those court shows, and it was a whole black movement. They were, he was African, the women was African. It was 4 women, y'all.
Because
okay?
a lot of in African culture, they have more than one.
But they were living here, y'all.
So if they were doing it, it was just illegal.
And they had them all talking about how he makes them feel like they're the only one that
So
exists.
that's dope. He must be an amazing. Excuse me, let me get my voice. He must be an amazing man. Amazing. I mean, to have multiples and they all feel like they're the one.
Every single last one.
Where the hell? Because you know most of these mofos can't handle having 2 chicks.
I thought that was incredible because when I looked at the women, they were all attractive. When I looked at him, I couldn't see it. Not even the attractiveness. I couldn't see the penis work. Like did he have any action? But clearly, let me say this. Clearly, he has something. Because they were educated, they were about their business. Each one of them had their own different businesses. I've never heard of a story like this. Why one woman wanted out, she felt like he was procrastinating, that he wasn't moving quick enough for her business. I thought that it was just super duper interesting, and I just saw that this week, so that they would write that.
I need you to share that with me so we can share it with some of these men out here.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Just make sure I feel like I'm number one. All the time.
I don't want to know. And one of them was like, I am, as far as I'm concerned, I
Because
am
when
it.
he's with me,
I'm it.
He's
Yeah,
mine.
he's mine. That's
when
exactly.
he's not with me, I still feel amazing.
That's
I
exactly.
mean, because finding great companionship is not easy.
Nope.
That sexual chemistry, not easy.
At all.
Right. So, T2,
What's the first word? What's it called?
polygamy.
I don't agree with that. I think if you're going to be married, you're marrying that person, and that should just be that person. I don't feel as though if you feel like you need, I don't feel like if you need multiple wives and all that stuff like that, you might as well just like,
I'm sorry, you wouldn't want to have multiple husbands? No, you're good with just one?
Like if I'm going to be married, I would just be with that one. It's obvious something that I like about you that I'm going to want to stay with you for right now. Cause it's
No, right now, marriage is forever.
Yeah, I mean, well, forever. It's going to be, I'm going to stay with you forever. I mean, if I didn't feel like I want to stay with you forever, I was probably going to keep doing what I was doing before I met you. So, I don't agree with
polygamy.
You don't agree with polygamy?
So you are pro-monogamy.
Yes.
Lulu?
Ooh. I'll say this.
Oh, my God.
I'll say this.
Say it, baby, say it.
All right.
Say my name.
There's a part of me that would love to accept, I call it the circus world. But all the research that I've done, I absolutely done research. I've had a client actually that owned a swing club.
That's no longer open now. Go ahead.
I know.
Let me do some research.
And it was called La Trapeze, and I did her for 8 years, and I've got to learn. And even I have friends that swing and they live the life. I've had friends that do that kind of stuff all the time.
Do you equate swinging to polygamy?
I feel like if you can swing, I feel like you definitely can entertain polygamy. I feel like if you're a swinger, you can definitely entertain. I feel like it's not for. I think you think swinging and polygamy is different because
swinging may be the gateway.
It is the gateway because there has to be rules to everything, to all games. Whether you're swinging, whether you're doing a threesome or you're doing polygamy, there has to be rules. When people break the rules, that's where it becomes the challenge. When people go outside of, okay, this is the law. Okay, when we're doing this, in our threesome, okay, you can't touch, I want her to go home afterwards. Boom. Marriage. Okay, she stays in this room, I stay in that room, and then we can do our nights. It's a rule. I've learned there's rules to it. Can you abide by them? But see, when I did my research, I want to say this too. I researched the two actors, what's her name? Ruby Dee and Ozzie Davis. And she interviewed, and she was speaking. Her husband had passed away already. And someone had asked her, like, what advice would you give? And she said, always to keep your marriage sacred. Do not let anyone in on your marriage.
And I think that's what relationships too. I think, when you're exclusive, don't let people, you have to keep the relationship sacred.
Absolutely.
So if a chick comes to you just because she's pretty, if you got somebody at home or somebody that's good to you or somebody that's helping you grow,
right,
then them other chicks shouldn't mean nothing. They could come, you could be flattered, but you got to send them on their way. And I feel like that's a problem in relationships, period, not just marriages. In relationships, period. Like, you got to have some type of restraint, some type of discipline.
Yo, oh my God, discipline is everything. That is so important that we just, and I feel like that is like right now, like a big thing is that we feel that everything is a go, and you have to have a gauge. You have to have something that you say no to, like no, thank you. And even though you want it, I always tell people, because I feel like the youth right now, everything we feel like we want, you're supposed to have. You can yearn, you can want it, but do you have to partake? You can turn things down.
You're able to say no.
You have to say
and
no.
And valuing what you have or what you can have with that person.
Right.
I mean, I feel like we just, have to work with the people that we're spending our time with and decide, like you said, what's a go and what's not.
Right.
And it's hard these days, but communicating and being upfront and honest and not letting yourself down with unreasonable expectations. Like, if off the rip you tell me you don't want to be in a relationship just because we're getting close and I'm enjoying our time with you, if I convince myself that we can be in a relationship, then it's my fault.
Right.
Because
Sorry, go ahead,
No,
finish.
baby.
No, I was gonna say we have a question about what we were saying.
Okay.
Question is, if a man wants a threesome, do y'all think he should do it with his girlfriend?
whoa. So if he has a girlfriend, yes. If he doesn't,
Right.
it's different.
It depends.
Wait.
Go ahead, I'll let Lisa. Can we both answer it separately?
Because they feel as though it should be two randoms.
And you know why? I'm gonna say that.
But wait.
Go
He
ahead,
has
Lisa.
a girlfriend.
Right.
But
So then does she know that he's about to go with two randoms, or is he cheating?
That's cheating.
Right. So if he's cheating, then I vote no.
That's cheating. That's
I'm not
more
into cheating. Now, if
Right.
she
I feel
co-signs
like-
it and she gives him a hall pass or whatever,
or like a birthday gift or something like
you know,
that.
do your thing. But otherwise, it's cheating.
I feel like this. Like, you know, I hate the guy. I don't like the guy that tried to convince you to do it. So if his girl don't want to do it and that's his thing, that's his thing. Of
But
course,
we should know
of
it's his
course
thing
we should.
before.
Of course, that's a discussion and all that. Should we be in a relationship? It's a whole thing. However, I'm just gonna stay in a real lucid, like, just to me. Don't bring your girl into that world. If she's not in it, let me speak to the youth because I deal with you. If she's not in it, your girl ain't in it, don't bring her in it. If that's your thing, then do your thing. But don't try to make her a part of your circus sex. And if that's your thing, that's cool.
Circus sex.
I call it circus sex, yeah.
Circus
Because it's a
sex.
go and it's fun, you know, but nah.
Yeah, so I feel like if he has a girlfriend and he has the threesome with randoms, then it's cheating, and I'm not into cheating. Be
But
honest,
see,
be upfront.
But let me ask you this, because see, to me, because I know guys, okay, I know men do not look at sex how we look at sex. A guy will have a twosome, he's not in love with her, he's just screwing to him. I'm not making excuses to him, but for us, I always feel like we need something. Like, for instance, many years ago, one of my students, this guy was telling me about this threesome he had. And he's telling me about the girl, he's talking about the girl. And I said to him, I said, she likes one of you guys. And he was like, what? She's a hoe. I said, no, she's not. She's in love with one of y'all. He was like, no, she not. A week later, he was like, Miss Lulu, you was right. It's my boy. I said, I told you, she's loving somebody. She did that to please somebody. So to me, women would do that to please their man when it's not their thing. And I think
But
that's
I know
wrong.
men that will do it to please their women. Because there are some chicks that, want to play with girls every now and then, but really, are into men. And, he goes along with it to keep his woman satisfied. I mean, there are some men that get extra cookie
Right.
because their girls like girls.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that, either one is right or wrong. I'm just saying,
But that's a conversation and an agreement.
definitely a conversation. And definitely, like you said earlier, rules need to be involved, because if you're in a relationship and you engage in what you call
Sex.
So our viewer said the kicker is that she don't want me to do it with anybody else, but she don't really like girls, and I want her to force, and I don't want her to force it to make me happy. But I truly believe her feelings will be hurt.
Let me ask him. Can she bring a guy? Can it be her and two guys?
That
let's
is
think
it.
about
That
that.
is it. That is
Can
it.
she have a guy? You
You
don't
are
have to
right.
touch the guy. You don't have to touch the guy, but can she have two guys? Okay, like maybe she wanted to give head and receive like a doggy style. Can you open yourself up to that? And think about that too.
We need to talk about that
Gotta
more,
be open.
because guys
Gotta
are
be open
so
to that.
much more willing to bring another chick in the bedroom,
Word.
but not bring another dude,
Right.
because it's so taboo. They don't want to touch them.
And then that's kind of called a train.
No. It's all perspective, baby. All perspective. There are a lot of women who enjoy DP. There are a lot of women who want, multiple men, and it's not a train.
Double DP.
No, I'm just saying, it ain't
No.
for everybody, and none of this circus sex is
Yeah.
for everybody.
That's like-
but
that's
there are a
like
lot
too
of
much.
women that
That's-
do, and there are some men who enjoy watching a woman get pleased by another man.
Yep. Yo.
There's a lot of this.
Yes, like you could watch it, but like when it comes down to that being your girl getting pleasure from another man, you wouldn't. A
Why
guy
is it-
This
wouldn't.
guy that do that, girl. We talk off the air later.
Yeah,
this
so
guy
I feel
is
like,
into that.
We're gonna move on.
We can talk off.
Another polygamy monogamy may come up again, and maybe we need need a little male perspective. But how much longer do we have, Bahid?
15.
We have 15
Ooh,
minutes
good.
here. You get one more pull.
Is a bucket list important? Do you have one?
I like that.
I don't have a bucket list,
I don't have a bucket list. I mean, no, I don't have a bucket
and I feel
list.
like it can be important, but it's important to some people. It's just not important to me.
I think it is important to have a bucket list, because what a bucket list to me is something to that you're looking forward to do that you might see that's out of your reach. You know what I mean? Like it might just be a whimsy thing. So I think a bucket list doesn't have to be something like.
So, do you have a couple of things on your bucket list, Lou?
Yeah, I do.
Are you gonna tell us? Is it circus sex?
I do. Definitely circus sex is one of the things that's on my bucket list. Okay, let me say that. And I want to do my bucket list, and I've said this, but people don't take it serious. Like I want to spend holidays in like a cold holiday like Christmas in somewhere super hot. Like that is definitely I don't want to be anywhere in the States for Christmas. That's definitely one of my bucket lists. And to be an amazing, I have some dreams, but I'll talk about them later.
Ooh.
But let's just talk about just that.
Bucket list.
I want to say, okay, so I want to say I probably thought of some things. So this past Valentine's Day, so we did a Galentine's Day, and so like with my friends, and we was we was just talking about like what we was doing. So we was playing like Truth or Dare or something like that. And so everybody doing the truths and all that stuff, and I felt like I was the boring one out of the group, because everybody done had did this, they done did that, and like, you playing truth or dare, you gotta put your fingers down. No, never have I ever, you gotta put your fingers down. And me, I'm like 8 fingers up, and everybody like got to take a shot right now. And I'm like, damn, like, am I really that boring? But I thought I was like, the shit. But I'm like, you really haven't experienced it a lot, because I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, it's not what I'm into.
Right.
But once it was like, yo, like, this is fun, like, you gotta understand, you ain't really been doing nothing. I'm like, okay. So I would say I didn't never thought about it as a bucket list, but it's probably like a couple of things. I'm like, maybe you should just, step outside your box. But I don't know how much I'm gonna like it, but I'll do it. So.
Well, are you gonna tell us what's outside this box? Like, give us
Let's
some
give us
ideas.
one.
I never been with a girl, like, ever tried to do it. Probably never kissed a girl, like, nothing.
She said probably.
But is that something like, because, and let me just say this, you don't even have to answer me. Just because everyone is doing it.
Doesn't mean
Right, so
if it's not your thing.
Yeah, so I know that. I'm like, if it's not my thing, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Like,
But
and
I feel like playing truth or dare with a bunch of girls in this day and age is dangerous, especially
It
the
is.
dare part. Like, you're drinking, you're smoking. It's a bunch of girls. Y'all young, over sexualized. That's dangerous.
And
That's college.
And
No.
that's what I had thought too. I'm like, okay, this is like really like a lot to like deal with, like not deal with, but a lot to like think about and just be like, like, because some of the stuff they saying, I'm like, yeah, I'm absolutely not doing that. Like, this is not my thing. Like, but sometimes I'm like, why haven't I skinny dipped inside like the pool or something before? Like, I was like, that's just mad basic, but.
Well, is it basic?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like taking a bath, but just in public.
Right. So
I did a lot of
do
other public things that I don't think that I should be scared to like go skinny dipping inside
Okay,
the pool.
so you don't mind being watched. Really, you said you did a lot of other public things.
not
I'm
like
sorry.
public
Exactly,
things,
to
but
the
it's
voice.
been
It's
like
your voice.
it's
Just
public.
saying.
I was in the public, but it wasn't like nobody was watching me.
Okay, so that's different. I mean, so do
So
they
we-
skinny dip in private? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, if you're skinny dipping somebody, they have to be inside the pool. I mean, other people have to be seeing you too. I thought this could be like some like, oh,
You can
like,
go to a new beach.
did I? No,
You know, there's one in Jersey, right?
I wouldn't want to go to a Jersey New Beach
Why?
because it's probably dirty.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a Jersey. Oh, okay.
You don't gotta get in the
I
water.
don't
You can get
like-
an amazing tan with no tan lines.
No, see, I would have to be on somebody's tropical island to do that. Like,
So there's new beaches in Jamaica.
I mean, so like when I had went to Aruba, there was one out there, but it was me when we was like thinking about going. The way to get there, we had to go there with my mom and my dad. So it was like, y'all not.
Yeah, and so I mean, the other thing you need to put into context is you are still young.
Right.
You have, time to experience things in a time when you're comfortable and ready, where you have minimal regret. Now you might have some regret, but making sure it's minimal and you can live with it in yourself afterwards
I
is
don't think I
important.
have any regrets.
That could be a good and a bad thing. No inhibitions at your age is absolutely normal. Oh, we kind of talked about this already. How do you go from kicking it, liking each other, flirting, to dating, and then exclusive? What are the steps?
Yeah. I think we talked about
But what are the steps, TT, to go from just like kicking it to dating to being exclusive?
I mean, I think that all depends on like how much time you spend with each other. I think that all matters in time. Like, okay, for me, just kicking it, it's just like, you hit me inside my DM like, oh, what's up, what's good?
Is that how you guys use it?
It's usually how a couple of things. That's how stuff happens through the DM. It goes down in the DM. So it's like, okay, so you hit that person up inside their DM. They hit you up. You go through their pictures. You see what you like, something like that. Like, then you get to kick it. So it's that pull up. You catch the vibe, and then it's like, okay, then we go on a date. Then you see how that first date go. And then after that, you be like, okay, figure out if you want to chill with them. But then it comes down to when you have sex. Now, then is whether it's good or bad, and whether you want to continue that after that. And then, you just go from there. This is the DM, the date, the sex, then whatever else after that. Decide if you want to keep that person around or not.
Deciding if you want to keep them around. Decisions. What do you think the steps are, Lou?
I don't know. I still haven't figured it out at 48. I don't know.
Oh, Miss Lulu has a birthday this week.
That's good.
Her birthday's in a couple days.
Yeah. What you doing?
Oh, I'm having a get together. I'm having my first get together ever in my life. I usually don't do anything for me, so I decided to have a apartment woman / birthday get together. So that's.
Why, did we get to your question, or is your question still in the bowl?
I'm not gonna say anything.
I think I had
we
his
can
question.
save the bowl. I mean, the
I
bowl
think
will
I
just
just-
build up. We're gonna just add to it.
Yeah, I like that. I think
At
that
the end of the
we
month.
need to. I'm gonna make a prettier bowl. Let's make a Bella Uncensored.
Go for it. You can take the bowl with you. Each last episode of the month, we will have Wild Out Wednesday, aka Freestyle Friday.
This is the last Wednesday of the month? It is, right?
Yes, Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, it is.
I don't go to work Monday. One for my birthday is a big booty.
All I want is a burnt hot dog.
Ooh, I love burnt hot
Burnt hot dogs
dogs.
are the best.
Me, I don't hear
I'll
people
eat
say
hot
that.
What, a
I
burnt-
love a burnt
I
hot
love a
dog
burnt hot
with
dog.
mustard and ketchup. I love it.
I love a burnt hot
Me
dog. And make sure you
too.
got a potato bread roll.
Oh my, come on. Hey, change of heart. Oh, it's got to end with some Whitney.
Finally, some Whitney that she actually likes.
Come on, because you can cry on Whitney, so, we don't want to cry. I just need that part to come. Love will save the day. hey.
I wouldn't change my song for next month.
Hey. I can't wait to hear what it is. I can't.
I would like to take a little sip.
You want some Megan Thee Stallion?
Yo, I love her. I love her.
She got a
Hey,
new
hey.
album out called Fever. It's nice. She be talking her talk.
Yo.
They wanna know
Who's that girl? La 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 la.
She's that girl. Ew.
Lisa.
All right. We are at the end of episode 4, Wild Out Wednesday. It's up on Mixcloud on Friday. Make sure you go follow Bella Uncensored so you get the notifications.
It was a great
When
day without
is-
Lamont.
Shots fired!
With a boom.
Boom! Where's the shots? Where's the shots?
Where's the shots?
Boo, Lamont. Boo. Wait, thumbs down. This
Bam.
video.
You Lamont.
Wow. I missed him a little bit.
Just a teeny bit.
And you know, it would have been a totally different conversation if he was
like
here.
Lamont,
Yeah.
we missed you like this much. Look at the hair on my hair. Just for you that. We missed you that much, okay? Just that much.
Bella Uncensored, episode 4, last episode of the month. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Last episode of the month will always be
Wild Out Wednesday.
Wild Out
I like Wild Out
Freestyle
Wednesday.
Friday.
I like this.
No set topic. We just put in the bowl, shake it up.
I like this. This was
I
really
love Lisa's new
interesting.
radio voice.
Yes, baby.
I'm glad you
I'm glad
crossed
you like
over.
it, baby.
She said yes,
You
baby.
know, circus sex will go. Yo, when I do mine for next time, all 4 of mine are gonna be circus sex.
Circus sex.
Circus sex. I learned a new word today.
Circus sex.
Circus sex. Bye. Until next time.
They wanna know
Who's that girl? La 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 la.
she's that girl.
Well, that was interesting.
I was just looking at the calendar, right? And the 29th is the last Wednesday.
Oh.
Today's the 22nd.
So maybe, so it was supposed to be the 4th Friday, the 4th